I'm so excited you've let us into your home today to get you started with the Gorilla Gym Workout Foundation series. We're going to start out with workout 1 today. I have 2 of my good friends here with me. This is Kara to my right, and this is Jason to my left. They're going to be demonstrating the exercises for you today. And before we get started, let me point out a couple of things. There's going to be an 11-minute clock running on the bottom of your screen, and that's going to instruct us where we're at in the workouts. Remember, each of these workouts last 11 minutes long. There's a little bit of setup in between each one of the exercises. The clock will pause at that point and then pick back up when we're right back into the exercises. And on top of that, we have different versions of each exercise. We have a more advanced version and we have a less advanced version. Depending on where you're at home, I want you to follow along with Jason here if you are up for the more advanced version of this workout. And I want you to follow along with Kara here if you are up for the less advanced version of your workout. So depending on where your fitness levels are at and what you personally are after with these workouts, follow along with the appropriate person. Are you guys ready to get started? Yeah. Okay, excellent. The first exercise on this workout is going to be a 2-feet squat, okay? So I want you guys to turn and face the doorway. Go ahead and grab those handles. The taller one's good, and walk yourself back. Now, for those of you at home, before we get started with the squat, I want you to make sure the feet and toes are pointed directly forward, which both of these guys have that done. Make sure the arms are straight out in front and up high. Kara, go ahead and lift those up for me. Great. And we'll start the clock, and I just want you guys to sit down into a squat. And let's see how we look here. Excellent. Now, one thing to point out here, keep your backs nice and straight. You see with Kara here, she's doing a great job of that, keeping the back nice and straight. I'm looking for parallel lines here between the hips and the knees. See with Jason here is perfect. So we're not going down too low and getting into any of that wasted motion. We're just going down to parallel, getting that full, proper glute activation. Glutes are the most important muscle in our body. They are the biggest muscle in our body, so we want to get those activated and firing as soon as we can, and that's why we start out the workout with this exercise. How you feeling over here, Jason?
Feels good.
Feels good? Getting that nice tight squeeze at the low end of the squat? Good. How about you, Kara? Awesome, good. So you guys keep this going, 60 seconds per exercise. This looks awesome. We're going to get these glutes fully activated before moving forward. And then be sure, as you start to go through these and you get a little bit more tired, your back might start to lean a little bit forward, or your toes might start to turn a little bit further out. So just make sure you're keeping them straight and the back staying straight. And we're done with this exercise. Great job, guys. So next we're gonna get some core activation. So we're gonna do, Kara's gonna do a less advanced version of the plank. Jason's gonna do a fully suspended plank. So Jason, remember how we showed those at home to get into the AirStraps? Go ahead and get in that fully suspended position for me. And Kara, with you, just walk your feet back behind you a little bit. Great, and then your arms straight out forward. Excellent, and then Jason, when you're ready, throw those arms straight out in front of you and the legs out behind you. Great. Keep the legs together, arms straight out. Just reach as far as you can, both of you guys. We are on the clock with our planks now. Try to keep the belly button engaged and drawn into your rib cage almost into the core. How's that feel? Feels good. You feel that nice tight burn here through the glutes. That's what we're going for. A nice tight burn through the core. How you feeling there, Kara?
Good.
Good. Excellent. So hold this for 1 minute, guys. And I want you at home when we're doing these exercises to go at your own pace, please. How's everything over here?
Feels good.
Feels good. A full minute. Just tighten, tighten, tighten as much as you can. The stronger we can keep those core muscles tight, the more results we're going to get through this exercise. So everything's looking good. We're still on the clock here. Kara, if you want to intensify this a little bit, you can walk your feet back a little bit further behind you. So the more inverted and the sharper angle that we're at, the harder this is going to get. Do you feel a difference there with this exercise? Okay, excellent. Hopefully everyone is feeling this at home as well. This is exercise number 2 of our first workout, and we are on our way. Hold for just a little bit longer here. We have 5 seconds, and 3, 2, hold tight guys, 1, and done. Good. Okay, coming back up. All right, so we've warmed up the core. We've got the glutes activated, moving right along with our workout here. Exercise number 3, we're gonna do a reverse lunge. So Jason, Kara, I'd like for you guys to get 1 foot in the strap, facing forward here. Great, now once you're comfortable in that position, let's hop forward with that front foot. Good, and now we're gonna start the clock for 60 seconds. We're just gonna do 30 seconds per leg. Let's go ahead and start and sit back into a lunge. So just take that foot back, bend that knee down, and we're trying to get more glute activation here while we're activating the core at the same time. So it's a combination of the first 2 warm-up exercises, but we're just putting them together here to complete the warm-up before we continue on with the workout. How's this feeling, Jason? Feels good, great. One thing to keep in mind at home, the back is still staying nice and flat. You see on Jason and on Kara here, we have a flat back from the shoulders all the way down to the hips, and you want to make sure we're not leaning forward too much. Just a couple more seconds on this leg, and let's switch. So go ahead and step out of the straps here, and we'll step in with the other foot. And once you guys are in position here, take that front foot out forward. Remember that toe is going to stay straight. We're looking for that nice flat back. Go ahead and step back into it and bend that knee to the ground. Make sure we're squeezing those glutes nice and tight. Another 30 seconds here. Let's get this leg in. You guys are doing great at home. Let's keep it going. This is the start of the Gorilla Gym's Foundation series. And again, I'm so excited that we're going to be taking this journey together. Jason, you still doing good? Just keep those shoulders back. One way to keep the back nice and flat is to make sure you pop your shoulders back and your chest out. And that's going to help you on that backward motion to keep a nice, good posture. And remember, keep that core engaged. Just a few more seconds on this leg and done. Great job. You guys doing okay? Go ahead and step out of the straps there. We're moving on. Now we're going to do a reverse lunge again, but we're going to add a twist to it, okay? How's that sound? Just progressing in intensity a little bit as we go forward. So go ahead and start back on the first leg that we started with. And again, what we're introducing here now is a little bit of hip mobility while we're still getting the core and the glutes tight. So what we're going to do is go ahead and reverse lunge just like you guys were doing before, but with the opposite arm. So if you have your left leg back, you're going to reach around with your right arm, okay? And for you, Jason, you have your right leg behind you, reach around with your left. Everybody got it? Okay, let's go ahead and start the clock. And here we are with this reverse lunge with a twist. Go ahead and go. Nice, and for those of you at home, I know this requires a lot of stability and balance, but we are trying to work up to those fully suspended exercises, so this is going to be very, very helpful. Please do just go at your own pace. Whatever feels most natural and comfortable to you, I want you to do, making sure that we maintain that proper form. You guys feeling that hip mobility open up a little bit with this twist? Good. You should feel it through your sides here. These are your oblique muscles. Just 5 more seconds on this side, and done. Good. Let's move it on. So we'll do the same thing, 30 seconds with the other foot. You guys are doing great. You feeling it already? I think I see a sweat breaking out on Jason's forehead. This is a good workout. All right, you guys are in position. Looks great. Toes are forward. Let's go ahead and reverse lunge and twist once again. Good, and you're trying to take that hand all the way back to your heel. Good, Jason. There you go, Kara. Good. Make sure we're getting that full twist. Good. And that's the direction I want you to go in. So with your hand here, Jason, just try to reach back and touch that heel as far as you can. Open up those hips. Nice job. Keep this going for 30 seconds. Again, at your own pace at home. We're getting there. We're almost there. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. Just a few more seconds. You can do it. And done. Great job. We're ready to move on. Take your feet out of the straps there. Perfect. So next up, we're going to do an inverted row. We're going to start to incorporate the upper body into this workout, okay? So inverted rows, Jason, I'm going to have you do the more advanced version, which is fully suspended. And Kara, you can have yours done just with your feet on the ground, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the inverted row position. Great, and Kara, go ahead and lean into it. And as Jason's getting fully suspended here, I'll show with Kara, the sharper you get of an angle here, the more challenging it's going to be for you at home. So if you're starting out with your feet on the ground and you start to do this exercise and it feels way too easy, walk your feet out in front of you a little bit more. Jason, are you ready? Okay, we're going to get the clock started. We're going to go to an inverted row position. So you see Jason's fully suspended here. Kara, are you ready? Yep. Okay, let's go. Start the clock. And get the inverted row set. What we're trying to do here, and I'll demonstrate here on Kara's back, we're trying to fully activate through the lats here and trying to squeeze as tight as we can in this top range of motion. And you can see Kara's getting a good activation here. How are we doing over here, Jason? If you're doing fully suspended at home, be sure we keep the hips all the way up. It's easy to let those hips sag down, and we're going to start to put a little bit of pressure on the low back. We want to avoid that at all costs. So if you are doing the fully suspended exercise at home, make sure we're keeping a nice flat level back. Jason's doing a perfect job of that right now. How tough is this? When you're fully suspended, you're going to get a lot more activation through the bicep. And Jason, are you feeling this everywhere essentially? Everywhere. That's why we activated the glutes first. That's why we got the core tight. And now all 11 of his muscle groups are essentially firing at one time, and we're keeping this on for a full minute. So hopefully you can already see how you can get amazing results with this workout program. Just a few more seconds here. Keep it going, guys. Everybody at home, you can do it. Just keep it going. Good, and done. So now, Did our pull exercise, let's balance it out with a push exercise. We're just gonna do a push-up. Again, Jason's gonna do the more advanced, fully suspended strap push-up. And Kara, you're gonna do yours just with your hands on the straps and your feet on the ground, okay? So Jason, if you wanna get into the fully suspended, again, watch how he does this. He's just holding on to the doorway gym from behind, puts one foot in at a time into the lower straps, and then grabs the upper straps there, good. So essentially you're doing the same thing, but we're gonna do it as a push. And Kara, again, if you walk your feet further back, it's gonna make this exercise a little bit more challenging for you. You guys both in position? Are you ready to go? Everybody at home ready? Let's start the clock, here we go. So we're doing a push-up. Now with the push-up, one thing I want to see, Jason, just try to keep your elbows in a little bit tighter. That's gonna help isolate more through the chest and take out the shoulder impingement. So that looks good. And you got to keep that core nice and tight to stay and keep from swinging too much. How you feeling over here, Kara? Good. Is that pretty easy for you?
It's all right.
All right, let's show those at home how you can walk your feet a little bit further back and maybe make this a bit more challenging for you. We got to do it for a minute. You feel the difference there? Okay, good. You guys are swinging. This is great, right? Jason over here, almost like a Tarzan workout from the jungle. He didn't have the fancy gym equipment or any of the weights, did he? He had to do it all on his own, so this is good. Everything's fully suspended and activated at the same time, and he's getting a nice press exercise in to balance out the pull that we did before. Great, keep it going, 60 seconds. We only have 5 left, and 3 seconds, 2, 1, and great. Okay, quick break, let's set up for the next exercise. You guys are doing great. We're gonna do another back exercise. We're gonna call this TY and Superman, okay? So a succession of a few exercises. Again, Jason, you'll be fully suspended, and Kara, you can do yours partially suspended with your feet on the ground, okay? So go ahead and almost the same position we just had for the push-ups. We're gonna flow right into this. We're gonna do a T. So for a T, think about your letters here. We wanna bring the arms straight out, okay? And then for a Y, come up at a Y angle. And then for a Superman, just like we're flying through the air, arms are straight out in front, okay? Almost like the plank that we did before. So we're gonna go through each 3, a succession of exercises for a full minute. You guys both ready to get started? Okay, so remember T, start out with the arms straight out. Let's go ahead and start the clock. Everybody at home, watch. If you're following along with Kara's workout, please watch her. If you're following along with the more advanced, fully suspended, watch Jason over here. Good, and again, you wanna keep your core nice and tight. That's gonna be one of the crucial elements of each one of these exercises. And as you go through the T, remember, let's take it into a Y right after Jason. Good. And then after that, let's go into a Superman straight through. Good. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So back to a T. Great. And try to keep the knees close together. That's going to help you stay a little bit more stable. Good. How are we doing over here, Kara? Excellent. So that was your Y. Let's see the Superman. Excellent. And then back to the T. Good. Oh yeah, it's starting to rain inside here. Jason's got a good sweat going on. We can see it. The fully suspended is much more advanced, it's harder, but it's gonna give you those results that you're after. And if you're at Kara's level and you're just doing, we have 5 seconds left here, if we're just doing the partially suspended, by all means, we'll work your way up to that fully suspended. You guys stop. Good. That was 1 minute. Now we're moving on to the next exercise, which is running in place. So now, Kara, I'm gonna ask you to get fully suspended for the first time today. And then, Jason, when you're ready, we'll go back to that position. And again, Jason does this very nicely. He just grabs the back of the doorway gym, 1 foot in at a time in the lower straps, grabs one of the hand straps, and good. So now, I'm so excited to show you this next exercise. It's time to get the cardio element going. We're gonna do the running man, okay? So essentially you guys are running in place. We're not running on the ground, so we have no impact to the joints whatsoever. We're gonna be swinging, running. All of your muscles are gonna be engaged at the same time. Let's go for 30 seconds here, okay? When you guys are ready, we'll get the clock going. You all set? You all set? All right, let's go. Let's run. Running man. There we go. Arms forward, legs back. Just kick it out. 30 seconds. Your heart rate is going to start to elevate for those of you at home. You're going to feel yourself start to get out of breath, but keep it going for 30 seconds. You can do it. Just keep this pace. Keep it going. Good. Good. Come on, Kara. You can do it. Finally got her fully suspended over here. Jason's still fully suspended. 30 seconds. We are running in place. And just 3 more seconds. Come on, keep it going. 2, 1, and done. Good. How's everybody doing? Good. Take a couple deep breaths, and let's go ahead and move on to the next exercise. We're going to do a hip lift, okay? So for both of you, I know it's appealing. We're just going to lay down on our back. after that intense run, okay? But we are gonna have to do an exercise to incorporate with it. So we're gonna call this a hip lift, okay? We're gonna transfer right into that. So put, as Jason's already doing here, both feet into your straps. Excellent. And go ahead and lay right on back. And now both versions of the exercise are gonna be the same. And we're gonna do this for 60 seconds. Are you ready, Kara, to show the hip lift, how it's done? Okay, let's see it. Start the clock. Good, and we're just popping those hips up to the sky as high as you can get them. And again, we're trying to squeeze those glutes. Jason, if you want to relax your neck and just let it settle, there you go. Again, so for those of you at home, try not to keep the shoulders or neck too tense. Just lie flat on the back and literally pop the hips up as high into the sky as you can. Good, Kara. You feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Where do you feel it?
My hamstrings.
Okay, anywhere else?
Yeah, my glutes.
And your glutes, anywhere else?
My core.
There you go, everywhere, right? Essentially everywhere in the lower body is where you're gonna be feeling this exercise. So a good 60 seconds. Again, at your own pace, you don't have to match either of the two models here, but whatever you can withstand at home is gonna be your best bet. So keep this going, guys. We're going for a full 60 seconds. Going with the hip lifts, great. As high as you can get into the sky, relax that neck, keep everything else relaxed. It's a great posterior chain activation exercise. We've got everything going, the heart rate's elevated right now, so we only have 5 more seconds of this exercise. Come on. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. I'm gonna have you guys stay in this position. We're gonna transfer right into the next exercise, which is a hamstring curl, okay? So remember we did the hip lifts. You're still gonna raise those hips up as high as you can, but you're gonna hold them in that position, okay? Relax the neck, relax the shoulders, everything else. Let's go ahead and pop those hips up. Good, and now we're gonna do a hamstring curl. So curl your heels into your butt as tight as you can and kick it straight back out. Good, try to keep your feet together a little bit. Excellent. Go for a full 60 seconds here. We're getting there. We're almost through this workout. Keep it up, guys, at home. We are on the home stretch. Good, Kara. Just keep those hips up in the sky as high as you can. How you doing over here, Jason? Good. Getting a good workout in over here? You look at a guy like Jason, obviously in phenomenal shape. We haven't been working out for any more than 10 minutes yet, and I already see the sweat billowing on his forehead here, and he can attest to the fact that he's getting an amazing workout. So for those of you at home, I want you to be as excited as we are here to show you this new fitness product because we are getting awesome workouts in. Keep it going, 60 seconds. How you doing down there, Kara?
Good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, keep it up. You can, again, at your own pace at home, but let's try to get through the entire minute here to follow along with the workout routine. Awesome job, awesome job. Keep those heels tight and together. Try not to let the knees separate. We just have a few more seconds of this exercise and done. Great job everybody at home. We're almost there. We just have one more exercise to go before we finish up with a little bit more cardio, okay? We're gonna call this next exercise atomic push-ups. We're gonna work on the core and go back to another press exercise to hit your chest and your arms at the same time. You guys ready to go? All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna have you put both feet in the straps. Good, and facing forward, so your chest is facing the ground here. Get into a push-up position, and what I mean by that is just kick your legs straight out behind you. Excellent, and then for the push-up, try to keep the elbows in tight to the side, so we're taking the shoulders out of it. These guys are ready to go. I hope you are at home. Let's see 60 seconds. I want you to tuck your knees into your chest, kick your legs back out, and do a push-up for me. Awesome, atomic push-ups. Knees out, give me another push-up. Good, a full 60 seconds here. How's that feel through the core, Jason? Getting the abs pretty good? Awesome. How you doing over here, Kara?
Good.
Good. Keep it going, guys. We're getting great chest arm workout here with the press. Everything's got to stay suspended with the feet in the air, so we're getting activation through all of the 11 major muscle groups with this exercise because we're kicking our knees into our chest, we're hitting the quads, everything has to stay stable through the core, and with the chest and the arms obviously getting worked out really well with the press. All of these exercises we can do with one simple product, and we're at our home, we're not in a gym using fancy equipment to get all this done. So very exciting stuff going on here. Try to keep on this exercise the hips popped up into the sky as best as you can. Good. Excellent. We just have a few more seconds here. Come on, guys. A few more seconds. We're almost there. And done. Great. Okay, you guys take a break. Now, we're going to set up for the last exercise, the final one, we want to get another 30 seconds of cardio in. So we're going to go back to running man position, okay? We're just going to try to blast the heart rate and try to get the calories burned off as quick as we possibly can. So go ahead and stand back into where we're fully suspended. Great, 1 foot at a time. Take your time getting into the position. Nice, 1 hand in the strap at a time. Great. You ready?
Oh yeah.
And you ready? Okay, great. Let's do running man. 30 seconds. Come on, run it out as quick as you can go at home. This is the last part of the workout. We're almost done with workout 1. You guys have been amazing. You're doing an awesome job. Let's just finish it up for this next 30 seconds. Think about all of the goals that you're after. Think about where you want to be. Think about what we're chasing down here. And let's just run it out for 30 seconds. This is going to make it all count. It's a perfect end to the workout here today. Get it going, Jason. Nice, nice, nice. Nice arm swings, nice leg kicks. You guys look amazing. We only have a few more seconds and done. Nice job.